Hello and welcome to the ECC Champions Division. We're here for the final time with playoffs, and on the A stream we've got Unknown Esport Evasive versus Digital Dynasty. Simultaneously, we've got the B stream running as well, and on that you will be able to see Yizat Squad versus Team 517. The B stream is of course over at twitch.tv/ECCGG2. But now onto this game, Unknown Esports Evasive vs Digital Dynasty. My name is Nachtfish, and for this game I'll be joined by the beautiful my teammate Curse Wolf. Mate, how you doing?
Why, thank you, my friend. I mean, I know I'm your teammate, but you don't need to use that as the excuse for being beautiful. We both know that that's just not the case. Thank you for Stellos being the streamer as well for this first game. Just allowing you all to witness this game on stream. We will be having, as you mentioned, UKE Evasive against Digital Dynasty. We do have a giveaway going on at the moment. I don't know if you mentioned that, Mark.
I haven't.
But you have 3 possible ways to enter this giveaway. One, if you go into the Discord, this is where the giveaway mainly is, and it's on Twitter as well, so both places you should check out. Your first way of entering is going onto the Mash Arena, which is linked in the giveaway and in the description, and using the ECCS6. There is a minimal amount of codes you can use. We're talking, I want to say, maybe 10 at most. If that, they may already be gone. So there's 10 people that can get an extra entry than everyone else. Also, if you go onto Twitter, you can retweet the giveaway link, and that gives you an entry. And in Discord, if you react on that message, it also allows you to get an extra entry to the giveaway. So that is something you will need well, if you want the items, there's 2 sets, 2 chances to win. Then yeah, it's quite a great thing. Also, we've mentioned the Discord, the Twitter, the Mascherino. Thank you to Gadalians for allowing us to give a prize pool for this division. There is over 100 euros, I'm pretty sure, and more adding up through the Mascherino. So the more you guys use that code, it's free. You don't have to pay, but you can either give money on your own back foot or front foot. I don't remember the phrase. Doesn't matter. You can either give your own money freely. We're not forcing you to do that, or you can use that code and it will give money to the teams for free. Whoever manages to win this division will take that money, and it's just great. It is going to be an intense series. Do we want to go into predictions, Mark?
I mean, we can very well do so. We have UK Evasive, who have been finishing in second in the Champions Conference 1 with a record of 6-2 against the Digital Dynasty, who clutched playoffs in the last match day, finishing the season with a 5-3 record. So it's going to be a very close game, I feel like. Both these teams seem to have played a good league play, and I think it's very close to call. I'm reckoning it's going to go to game 6 or 7 maybe, and my pick goes for Unknown Esports Evasive. They are slight favorites here because they did finish in second, so I think they're going to go ahead and win this game to go against Gadalians in the next round.
Do you know who won out of their game against each other at all?
They haven't played each other. The Digital Dynasty, of course, coming from Champions Conference 2. So this is the first time they will actually meet each other this season. And that is in playoffs with a lot of money on the line, as Curse Wolf already told you about.
But yeah, in terms of my prediction, I'm going to go the opposite and go for Digital Dynasty. You mentioned that UKE Evasive were the more prominent team to win this, so I'm kind of going for the underdogs. But again, we mentioned both teams can take this. Any team can take this throughout every team that's playing today. Again, there is the B stream. I'm pretty sure you can do some form of command. Timmy's probably hitting me across the head in his own head at this moment in time for me not remembering it. But there is the B stream. It will be linked, and you can go check that one out as well. I'm very confused and concerned as to why these teams haven't joined yet. If we end up not getting them joined, I'm going to be a bit disappointed.
I mean, right now we only have one player from Unknown Esports Evasive here. That's Eveson. But can you tell us a bit more about the teams first? Like, how
No.
do they, how are they trying to get the momentum going in this series? Because playoffs is always a very nerve-wracking thing, especially when you're being on stream. So, what do you think is going to be the key here for a strong start?
I mean, a strong start is making sure you're well prepared. That's either playing a good scrim beforehand, and that's a team balanced in terms of skill level with you, or just playing just ranked, making sure that you've warmed up correctly using like training techniques. You could do passing techniques, defending techniques. There's all sorts of anything you can do. So making sure you have those down and ready to make sure you use those opportunities well. So passing, making sure that you optimize your passes, making sure that you can break down the defense while getting the shots in. They'll be needing to fix themselves with that. Also, in terms of how this first game goes, it doesn't entirely matter. This is a best of 7, so I don't know why Ethan just joined. Oh no. Well, it's lobby reset, but yeah. The first game doesn't entirely matter. That's the same with the second game, in my opinion, because you can and you do have the time to actually come back and get through and push forward to take the entire series, regardless if you lost those first 2 games or not. But it's all sort of just being able to get in the right mental mindset and just making sure you don't break your mentality when you do lose those games.
Yeah, exactly. We're now very eager to start this, but we have some technical difficulties. Now the teams are getting slowly in. We have two players from Digital Dynasty. Never mind.
We have Ethan is here. We have it's your boy. I'm just gonna assume I'm gonna call him Afro, or
yeah,
that's just what I'm gonna call him. I don't know why they've left twice. I'm very concerned as to what's going on. Maybe the B stream started. If that's the case, you can go watch that as well. I'm sure that that'll be a intense series. We do have the wondrous Danny Boy casting there, and will be casting later on the A stream. So make sure you do stay in tune for that. He's currently casting with Dennis on the B stream on that game. I'll quickly check. I don't know if you mentioned it, but on the B stream is Yizal squad against Team 517.
Yeah, and I'm slightly worried for this because I don't see any of the Digital Dynasty players on Rocket League right now.
Oh,
so.
Nipchox just confirmed for me that no team is here. Not even on the B stream.
I mean, this is very unfortunate, but it allows us to just prepare a bit more for this game. So we've mentioned how important a strong start to the series is, and to get some momentum rolling. But let's see if we're a bit more into the game. How do you keep the concentration up? What makes you really connect on passes to players? What makes you be strong and stay strong throughout the series? What do you think how they're gonna try and achieve that?
I mean, always a key thing is always making sure you have space and time. Like if you have the space to make a pass and the time to get yourself in the right position to play the pass, then it's gonna go great, and you're gonna actually push forward and get your goals. In terms of how they're gonna keep those up, maybe we'll see demo plays that slowly break down players, or maybe we'll start to see like a more tighter rotation and see if they're able to properly score their goals in a more normal and organized fashion. It does seem that we have both teams here, thankfully. But shall we try and get this game going?
Yes, let's start. And we have the first kickoff, very important phase of the game. Let's see who can win this and try to get some momentum going.
Game 1 underway. Timsy on the ball, gets a nice flick, takes it over one, grabs good boost, and Afro managing to push. Messi getting bumped. Ethan with the pass upfield takes it on himself. And Theo, I'm going to call him, is able to get a nice 50 on Thermic. Afro getting a good touch, needing to block. Messi manages to get there. Timsy managing to play it past to his teammate, and Ethan manages to catch them off guard and gets an open shot.
That's just some great positioning there from Ethan. He recognizes the passing lane for the back pass and just positions himself perfectly. Theo with no chance of getting there. It's a good start. Very hesitant start from both teams, but they're trying to build some momentum now, and let's...
Timsy. Ethan now on the ball. Has an opportunity as Messi hits that high. Afro being able to clear this out. Theo unable to get the 50. Timsy pushing on the ball, able to roll it up into the center. Afro with a nice redirect, pushing it far to the side. Unfortunately, we have lost Mach temporarily due to some technical issues. We will have him back, hopefully. Ethan has the opportunity, tries to get the backflip shot, doesn't quite work out. Theo unable to clear it out. Thermic with a nice shot. Theo again. Ethan able to just break down the defense once again. Let's have a look at this. Thermic pops this back. Theo just dribbling it, not aware of his opponent, who just forces through this opportunity, scoring this second goal. Kickoff strikes. Goes in favor of Digital Dynasty. Unknown Esports are playing very well, I must say, for this first game. They do seem very prepared, very eager to play, as you saw them join. Oh my word, let's have a look at this once more. Thermic with a beautiful double touch. Pushed that behind the defender. Awkward positioning. Didn't quite get himself in the right area to get the save. Regardless, a beautiful shot. Managing to secure the third goal. UKE are doing a brilliant job of pushing themselves forward in this lead. Afro able to get the 50. Timsy taking the shot upfield. An opportunity now again for Ethan as he passes it in to the center. Nice block, an opportunity once again. All in the corner. They're really struggling to make a play. Thermic needing to push this forward. And another great goal this time. Thermic pushing that into the corner. Afro reading the bounce well. A triple commit at that. I've just noticed a triple commit from their opposition. And it's now 4-0 to Unknown Esports. Mark, are you back?
Yeah, I'm sorry for a slight internet hiccup. I just got disconnected from the lobby and completely disconnected from internet, but I'm back now. As I can see, UK Esports has been able to convert on that pressure they had, so let's just see if Digital Dynasty have the mentality to maybe even come back in this game, or just don't get affected by the high lead this too much.
Timsy taking that over one. Theo able to push this forward. Thermic with a good control, good patience. Tries to take it up. Puts it high. Tries to pass it, but Timsy, I believe that was, manages to get the read. It almost, well, if that was on target, I'm pretty sure it would have gone in. Ethan just didn't get to it in time. Marked again as disconnected. The ball playing into the center once more. Thermic with a brilliant shot. 5-0. Very well done to the Unknown Esports side. Brilliant shot just around the defender and securing that goal. Very well done. Afro able to push it high. Has it drop? Can he get there in time? No. Messi able to get to it. Ball hit high once more. Timsy dropping it down to Ethan, who passes it into the center. Thermic back to Ethan. Takes the shot off the backboard. Afro unable to reach it in time. Ethan hits it high. Tries to take it over one more. Manages it. Afro able to push it almost around Timsy. Messi takes this way around one, gets the block on the other. Afro dropping it down. Thermic unable to reach it in time. Timsy hitting it onto the backboard, but Afro is able to get to it once again. Tries to take it further forward. Theo able to take a shot off, hits the post unfortunately. It's 5-0 still with a minute remaining. What a save from Thermic there. Absolutely amazing save. A brilliant shot, perfectly placed, but an even better save. It looked like he fell off the crossbar or the post, managed to reach it, and he did well enough to save it, but not that time. Messi secures a goal. Marked.
Yeah, that was just a good amount of pressure there from Digital Dynasty. Messi just not leaving Thermic any room to breathe and just trying to apply a constant amount of pressure, dunking it in the end. But maybe Digital Dynasty can use this goal as sort of game changers to switch up the momentum and maybe start a bit of an attack of their own.
Thermic with good control. An opportunity there. Timsy securing the second goal for his team. 41 seconds isn't enough time.
I mean, 41 seconds, it's a tall task, but we've seen crazier things in Rocket League, so don't count it out entirely, although I think what the Digital Dynasties are looking for is now building momentum to start the game too strong, maybe just get a third to really just say to Unknown Esports, look, we're here to play, we fucked up the first minute and a half, 2 minutes, but now we are ready for you.
Messi able to play it into the center. Thermic getting a nice clear. Can he follow it up? No. Timsy managing to reach it. Opportunity as Ethan passes that down. Thermic unable to get his shot off. Messi with an opportunity. Afro quickly there. Timsy with another shot. Gets the goal. It's looking more and more likely that Digital Dynasty are coming back.
I mean, 11 seconds still is very little time, but what I've seen in the last goal and this goal, that the Unknown Esports players tend to use the backboard more when they're in trouble defense. When they need to rush back and cover the net, they tend to take a slight diversion using the backboard, and that just doesn't allow them to get the save. So maybe Digital Dynasty can pick up on that positional quirk from Unknown Esports in the next game.
We'll have to see how that does go for them, but MV, I'm assuming that you've come to tell us or remind us that the B stream will be going ahead due to the forfeit of Team 517. So that's very unfortunate for the team there. They weren't able to make it. And so we'll have the A stream only today. Very sad to see that game not go ahead. But again, like we mentioned, Unknown Esports, Evasive, able to take this game 5-3. They've done very well to get those very early on goals. Thermic with the beautiful redirect again. And yeah, we'll have to see how they try and prosper in this next game.
Yeah, from what I saw there is Unknown Esports definitely used a strong start to get in front and stay in front, but towards the end, Digital Dynasty really seemed to have them figured out a bit. So let's see if Unknown Esports can combat this in this game.
Game 2 to get underway. We have Digital Dynasty a game down. Unknown Esports able to Unknown Esports able to take the win. Theo able to try it, or almost was able to try and clear it. Ethan with a great shot down. Afro a light shot, and it was just enough to score the goal.
Again, the early goal from Unknown Esports. Maybe they took the last game too lightly after they were leading 4-0, but now they're very much back in it. And the demo as well, although not needed, might have thrown the defender off who was flying in from the side. So it's a good play from Unknown Esports.
Messi waiting patiently. Too patient, in fact. Afro able to get the touch high. He managed to get another hit on it, thankfully, does Messi. Ethan tries to play it into the center. No one there for it. Afro dangerously going for this zero boost. Messi with the pass. Ethan with a good block, stopping Timsy from getting the shot down. Theo unable to reach that one. Thermic has the ball taken away from him, given back again from his teammate this time. Demic unable to get a good pass off as Ethan is forced to try and beat Theo in the air.
Yeah, what we see from Unknown Esport here is very good pressure play most of the time, but also when they're forced back into defense, they keep the rotations up, they're keeping the comms clean. We see very little double commits, if any, and that way they can sustain even this longer amount of pressure that Digital Dynasty is now trying to mount here. But also on the other side, we see a very clean game of Rocket League overall. Not a lot of double commits, not a lot of over commits either. So the first goal was just off the kickoff, but now both teams have stabilized and are looking to break one another down.
Afro takes a nice touch, hits it high. Messi reads it beautifully, managing to get a comfortable clear out. Missing that boost, unfortunately, could have potentially challenged Ethan there and given themselves pressure. I think that's some of the slip-ups that might be the reasons for them not scoring. Messi was just unable to grab the boost and then continue pressure. But, you know, you'll never truly find out if that will happen or not because, you know, it's a completely different scenario the next time around. TimZ going for a demo, missing Thermic, who's up, takes a shot onto the backboard. Messi's already jumped, clears it to the side. Afro hits it once, gets another. Unable to get a pass off, no one was there reaching it in time, but there's still a goal ahead.
Yeah, it's again very clean. No one is doing any sort of big mistake other than the missed boost grab from TimZ earlier. But now maybe Digital Dynasty can transition out of their defensive half and trying to bounce the pressure off themselves, but they are not being creative enough. They're using the backboard a lot. And they need to be looking for a bit more for one another. They're trying to dump it against the backboard and just hoping that the Unknown Esports player will miss the ball. But that's not going to happen.
Yeah, they do need to somehow just stitch together passing plays. A beautiful shot attempt there from Ethan as he almost managed to put that near post. But they do need to start looking for each other in the midfield instead of just booming it onto the backboard, hoping someone misses. Because as you mentioned, at this level, that is a very rare occasion, an occurrence for someone to miss the backboard. I just think TimZ broke a rule 1, and that's the reason Ethan scores his second goal this game.
Yeah, Ethan being slowly but surely becoming a bit of a man of a match appearance from him today. He's just keeping that rotation from Unknown Esports alive in every situation. I don't know how the comms are standing, but it looks like he's more of the in-game leader, calling his teammates to go for stuff rather than them calling a lot, being active in comms themselves. So what we see here is Ethan just trying to put the team on his shoulders, be the captain the team needs him to be, and just trying to secure a win.
Theo just missed his opportunity that could have put them back into this game. They still have plenty of time to do it, but it's slowly running out. Afro unable to get his clear. TimZ with a beautiful shot. Thermic with a great save to counter it. Theo plays it into the center. Thermic needing to get this clear. Gets one touch, not any has run out of boost, sorry. So now Afro needing to clear it. Thermic able to pass it back down. This is a passing you need to see. Unfortunately, it wasn't accurate enough, and Afro couldn't quite get to it in time. TimZ takes it high. Flip reset. Unable to use it well enough. Could have got themselves a goal that was surely going to put them back in this game, but it didn't work out.
And then we saw a close shot from Thermic as well. But now Ethan being a bit awkward on the backboard. They're using the bump plays now, the Digital Dynasty. They're trying to mix it up a bit. Still not really looking for one another. We saw the flip reset play earlier. Very reliant on the solo plays. Not really finding one another because the positioning of Unknown Esports doesn't allow them to just simply go for those easy passes. They're being forced to use the backboard, and that's exactly what Unknown Esports wants to do. And now they're themselves trying to be a bit more aggressive with the demo, and they're going to get the third. No, they're not. We're just waiting now for this ball to drop, but neither team wanting it to drop, respecting the first rule of Rocket League. And now it does drop on the goal line. So UK Evasive take a very dominant lead in the series and in that game.
I think you've started up a big debate of the first rule of Rocket League, you know, people keeping the ball up, or, you know, that rule 1 in terms of keeping the not budging. off of the lock, the tire lock. I don't know how you'd phrase it in a way that's not Rule 1, but we all know the Rule 1 we're talking about. Regardless, Digital Dynasty did have a brilliant opportunity that they ended up saving on their own. I'm pretty sure it was either Theo or Messi had a shot opportunity, and Timsy ended up saving or blocking it, which resulted in them not actually being able to come back into this game. So hopefully they don't end up slipping up again. And let's see how they fare in this next game.
And now we're encountering different technical problems as the server went down for maintenance.
I'm assuming Stella's in the lobby. No.
And everyone will have to rejoin the lobby. So we have a bit more time to talk about what Digital Dynasty needs to do now. They're 2-0 down in games. They need to somehow adapt to the fast way that that Unknown Esports are playing. And what do you think is going to be key for that?
Well, I think the one thing that's lacking at the most from both teams is passing plays. They need to pull out defenders from their positions. They need to make sure that the space is open, and they need to ensure that they score their goals with shots that are expected to go in. And the only way I can see that happening is through passing plays, because if they're just to, as they have been trying to do, play it onto the backboard and hoping that the player misses, then they're not affecting the defense too much, because it's only one person going up and there's probably someone already on the goal line. And also the fact that it's a very easy way to clear and give away possession. So what they do need to do is, in a situation like this, Timsy needs someone to be good in a close enough area for him to make a pass, either off the 50 or taking it around and passing it down off the backboard, but you just don't see the opportunities arising. And I think that's the one reason why a team like Digital Dynasty are really struggling against the rotational dominance from Unknown Esports.
Yes, and now as we look into the game 3, we see a bit of switch up. We see 2 demos already in the first minute here, and with one from both teams, so maybe they're trying to switch it up, getting more aggressive, but then again, so is Unknown Esports. They're trying to mix it up a bit so it doesn't become too rigid, it doesn't become too stale, and trying to go for some passing plays as well, as even looking for Thermic, who just couldn't get around to the third pass to Afro. So what we're seeing here is both teams playing the tactical game now in this game 3, trying to mix it up to not become easily countered.
And if they do become easily countered, then they'll end up throwing games. You did see an opportunity there for Digital Dynasty. It seemed like a bit of an overcommit from Unknown Esports. They do seem to be struggling with their rotations, still managing to get back, but just not organizing themselves enough. As you see here, Timsy scoring a goal. They do seem to be struggling at the moment.
Yeah, I thought Theo missed that read down, and then the third man coming in, Timsy, with a clean rotation, coming in as third man and just putting a beautiful shot top corner. So it's looking good for Digital Dynasty. Maybe they can bounce back now. Maybe they can actually try to stay in the lead in the series and play with the confidence that a lead gives you.
Yeah, I mean, it is always great to have those first 2 games, and I think it's fair to reiterate it again. But the fact that more often than not, those first 2 games don't entirely matter. Like, you can take the first 2 games, does mean that you only need 2 more to take the whole series, but it gives your opponents a great idea of how you play. They have plenty of time now to understand what they need to do to stop it. And as you can see here, Digital Dynasty are doing just that. They managed to take the first goal of the game this time, and they're definitely holding on their defense a lot better than they have been. But Thermic almost getting the double touch, just couldn't quite get the angle. Great clear there from Digital Dynasty.
Yeah, now they're finally looking to relieve some of that pressure as Timsy takes a shot. Thermic with a brilliant save here. Now Ethan trying to get it out, and Unknown Esports as well, they're not used in the series to play from behind. They've led every game so far. It's the first time they're being behind, so maybe, but it doesn't seem to affect them as Afro goes for demo on Timsy. It misses, unfortunately. That would have been a good play.
Afro able to pass this to his teammate High. Thermic managing to roll it around. Afro just popping it up. Ethan going up for it. Someone needs to be there. Thermic is there in the middle. Afro isn't not far behind as the third man, quite dangerous. Thermic does a good job with the rotation. However, Theo has given his team the opportunity now as Timsy takes a shot onto the backboard.
Yeah, Afro being able to clear it, but now it's looking like Digital Dynasty have Unknown Esports figured out a bit. They're seeing how well they are positioned and trying to play around that, not being as straightforward as they used to be, playing with a bit more flair, really, taking it slow down here with the solo player from Timsy, which gets blocked by Afro. But overall, they're just changing up their approach a little bit to place the balls in the weirder positions and behind the Unknown Esports players, so maybe they can slowly but surely whittle them down with a close game here.
The amount of pressure that Digital Dynasty are putting on their opponents is great, but sometimes an opportunity like that does slip through, and they need to make sure they are ready for it, because as soon as they enter their own half, it does seem to be that they struggle a bit. A triple commit there, they're very dangerous. If Dimmick can get a nice pass off, it does give Unknown Esports another chance to go for goal. They just need to make sure that they take it and secure it to put themselves with an equalizer. There is 30 seconds left in this game, and can they do it?
Now Afro looking for Ethan. He's upfield, he's already up. Thermic now trying to go for a pass. Ethan but just went for the demo instead of staying in the passing lane. Afro coming in as third, challenging Timsy as well on the wall. We're seeing a lot of bumps now from Unknown Esports, and an overcommit. Can Messi get there? No, he can't. Digital Dynasty not able to get in the second goal and close out the series. 0 seconds. It's 1 goal game, so the ball needs to be in the air. Ethan going up at Theo, Ori there for the dunk. Digital Dynasty take the game free to shorten the lead back to 2-1.
They can now use their momentum to push through into the next game. As to whether they decide to do that or not is entirely up to them. They can whittle this down to a sixth or seventh game, dependent on how well they manage to play here. They are doing very well to capitalize on their situations, our Digital Dynasty at the moment. And it does seem to me that they are struggling to actually score their goals. Unknown Esports.
Yeah, they had some quality chances, but in the last game, especially in the last minute. But Digital Dynasty were up for it. The defense is looking much more solid than it did before, and they're trying to break them down now a bit differently, going for more demos, going for more aggressive plays. Those are high risk, high reward plays. They can work, but they shouldn't get over reliant on them, because if they do, those can be very predictable as well. They need to switch it up. All of a sudden, go for a quick infield pass or go for the backboard to get some of the pressure back.
A great play there. Afro almost managed to secure an early goal again. This time it's Messi to tap it down. Thermic does a good job of giving himself space and his teammates time. Theo hits it high. Thermic drops this down to Timsy, who passes it to Ethan with a nice shot to Messi with a good control. Can he take it around Thermic? Does manage it. Afro hits it high. Ethan gets there first and secures the first goal of this game.
Ethan with the great positioning, but Thermic with the key demo on Theo, who had the better angle than Timsy did, coming off, trying to rotate on the backboard as a last-ditch effort to defend a shot, but just taken out, and that's exactly what Unknown Esports are looking for. Just taking out the defender to get some pressure and to get easy open shots on the exit of the rotation. Those exit demos can be really, really tough to defend.
Messi with good control. Can he get it away? No, it's your boy. Manages to take a shot. Timsy with a brilliant save. Ethan almost got a brilliant goal from that tight angle to put them 2 goals in the lead. Thermic trying to take it around Theo, doesn't work. They are a goal ahead, a minute gone. Do seem to be struggling, Digital Dynasty. Messi hits this high. Timsy, another pass over 1. Ethan with a good block. Tries to clear it, doesn't manage it. Afro, awkward, manages to fake one. Theo trying to get another 50, doesn't get it to work out for him. Ethan, good block. Can they continue? The ball falling into the unknown esports side. Ethan needing to hit it and he misses. What a save that was!
That save was amazing. Ethan needing to get up for the backboard because his teammate got actually demoed on the goal line, and then just recovering from the backboard with a pre-flip save. Wow.
I think it's fair to say that we're quite speechless after that goal. Thermic, that save, sorry. Thermic almost getting a double touch run out of boost. An opportunity now for Digital Dynasty as Ethan struggling to get into a good position, and you see there Theo taking a shot and securing a goal there.
That was just a breakdown of communication. Ethan not telling Thermic to get in, not saying that he is struggling in that position, waiting too long, allowing Theo to get in there and taking the shot, sneaking it past him and for the equalizer. So we've got 2 minutes 45 to play and an entirely open game.
Timsy almost taken around Thermic. The ball pops into the center. Theo to Timsy, back to Theo, managing to beat Afro to the 50. Opportunity now as Unknown Esports seem to be struggling. The ball almost falls to Messi, but Ethan manages to continue his play. An opportunity there as Timsy almost managed to get a double touch slash dunk on his opposition. Messi with another 50. Theo needing to push this. Thermic on the ball. Good control, has plenty of time, can decide to do whatever he wants. Theo manages to read it well, trying to beat his opposition, manages it and takes the shot. Afro managing to get a good save there.
Now what we see is that we have those little mistakes, and although their punishment isn't in goals, the punishment is in lost possession and added pressure from the opposition. As we see here, Messi just trying desperately to get back in time after Timsy just puts it a bit too high against the backboard. Thermic already sidewall, Thermic already there, and that's just the little mistakes that this time got punished by a goal, but normally they are just lost possession, and this is what we like to see from Champions League. Teams picking out the small details of things just going wrong and immediately punishing it.
Ethan almost reading that bounce well. Another bounce, this time for Afro off the pass from Thermic. You mentioned, you see that original goal. Ethan managing to get that goal there. But the goal that was scored prior to this one was Timsy getting a awkward bounce off the corner wall, and it did result into a very unfortunate goal. It may mean that they struggle in terms of their mental state. Hopefully it doesn't break them. They are a game in it at the moment. They do have enough time to score more goals to push it to best of 3.
Yeah, and as we saw and it was Timsy again for that third goal. It was the third minute, supposed to stay a bit more towards the back post, but didn't quite manage to do that. Just edged a bit too far forward, and Afro and Ethan just putting it behind him, when Afro even faking out the shot to the other corner. So that was good fake play from Afro about a good shot in the first play by Ethan, as now Digital Dynasty are trying to claw it back. Timsy already up, forward pass in the middle. Is someone up? Theo is up. Can he beat Ethan? No.
Timsy and Messi struggling to get back in time. Both players weren't sure as to whether they were to go for it or not. I think Timsy managed to call off Messi in time. Thermic takes the shot, a great save. Theo with an opportunity, a demo, and it's a goal. Again, one more, and they are equal.
Timsy with the incredible demo, very aggressive first man positioning, just realizing that Ethan was the only player in the way who could stop that goal, and just brutally demoing him off the field. Great awareness by Timsy.
Thermic able to play it to his teammates. Opportunity now as Afro plays this forwards. Ethan with a shot that could have gone in, just wasn't enough. However, Thermic tries to pass it down. Afro takes the shot. Looks like a pass. Theo with great control, making sure that the opponents didn't know at all where it was going, but they are a goal ahead, and Digital Dynasty really do need to secure a goal. Do they have enough time? No. It's Unknown Esports taking the 3rd win of this series.
Yeah, 3-1 now. Now we are in small reverse sweep territory as Digital Dynasty needs to win the next 3 games on the trot. But they have definitely woken up. We're seeing a great series thus far. Both Unknown Esports and up to play here. And what Digital Dynasty are missing is just a player like Ethan, who's consistently getting the rotation in check, consistently calling out his teammates, or so it seems, and just putting a team on his shoulder, trying to be not necessarily the carry, but to be the leader that the team needs to succeed.
He's just trying to be that final jigsaw piece that you put in, and you finally completed your picture, and it all holds together well. He is just doing the utmost best he can to ensure that his team play well and show that, quite frankly. Ethan unable to get the pass off as Thermic lacks boost. Afro to Ethan once more. Again, it falls into the center. A nice block this time from Afro. Tim Z keeps it high, tries to get the double, but Ethan manages to get to it.
Afro there with very aggressive positioning to get the ball out of the danger zone and get some time for his teammates, which he manages to do. But Digital Dynasty are definitely looking to not lose this game, this game 5, this match point for you, Unknown Esports. And they're trying to apply as much pressure as early on as they can here. And now Theo taking it upfield with a great flick around the one defender, but Thermic's equal to the flick and rotating in properly.
Messi takes the shot. Afro with a good block. Can he get the 50? No, Timsy has it fall into the center. Almost gets a demo again. Still chasing Ethan, it seemed. Almost put himself out of position. Ethan managed to recover perfectly in time for the save and the clear. But Timsy does need to be careful to not overcommit. Otherwise, an opportunity like that may end up in a goal not in favor of themselves.
And Digital Dynasty with a strong showing, they're really using this first minute as a statement of intent to what they're actually here to do. They're now finally trying to figure out Unknown Esports has prolonged pressure, 2 really good shots, both equaled by incredible saves from the Unknown Esports defenders. But now this is the most open game we've seen thus far, with both teams having a bit of pressure for the majority stance with Digital Dynasty, both teams having a bit of pressure and trying to get the opponents in their own half. Now with the demo opening things up, but Theo is already there and equal to it to quash any signs of resistance.
An opportunity there as one player from Digital Dynasty misses. Thermic clears it high. Messi, can he reach Afro? No. Theo does read it beautifully well, tries to get the second hit, shouldn't have gone for it. Puts himself out of position, but Timsy gets the clear. Afro clears this forwards. Messi gets a brilliant pinch off with the backboard. Ethan hits it high. Theo drops it. The only one there is Thermic. Gets one touch. Gets another. Can he get a third? No. Timsy reaches it. Doesn't hit the ceiling. Gives his teammate the opportunity to go for it. But Afro is there. Takes another touch. Continues the play. Theo manages to push it. Thermic taps it to the side. Theo gets a nice flick over one. Afro with beautiful patience, managing to make sure that they don't give away an opportunity. Theo passes it to what his teammate gets a pass off. A brilliant shot to put them in the lead.
And Ethan says it there in the chat. Nice shot. That was a great play from Theo, spotting Messi upfield, who gives it back to Theo and just puts it top left. I was thinking about who's gonna make the first mistake, who's gonna cost the goal, but it's not who makes the first mistake, it's who makes the first really great play of this game. As your boy Afro tries to go for Theo, misses him, but Thermic in great position to put it up for the equalizer here.
He almost got a brilliant wave dash play. If he managed to just catch the ball properly, maybe he'd have forced a jump or a struggling play from the Digital Dynasty. Could have got a demo more clearly there, although it was enough. Thermic forcing that ball into the goal. Afro almost saving it, but here as we say, Messi manages to play this shot, pass around one, and just shoots away from the defender, putting them in the lead once again.
Yeah, and there again, Timsy, you did see it, you could hear it on the in your right ear, just going for a demo on the third guy and third defender from Digital Dynasty, allowing that net to be open, Ethan being caught in an awkward position on the backboard, not being able to recover in time for that demo. As I said before, the exit demo is really important in this current Rocket League meta, and Digital Dynasty showing us why.
Messi with a great demo, tries to get another. Thermic does, however, get to the ball in time. Theo taps it down, tries to get a block, manages it. Ethan a bit far forward, same with Afro. Afro takes it over one, tries to take it around another, manages it. Ethan on the ball, trying to beat Theo, doesn't get it to work. Messi and Theo seem to be the ones for this counter-attack. Tinsy slowly making his way upfield. Ethan getting bumped. Messi to the clear. Afro with a good block. An opportunity doesn't seem to be going for Unknown Esports.
As Thermic now with a great clear, but no one is up. Ethan out of boost, he couldn't push up. Oh, that's really disheartening, because Thermic did very well to disrupt the Digital Dynasty players, as Timsy now misses this read. Thermic and Ethan need to talk to one another, need to clear up who's going for it. Thermic going for a solo play with Ethan lurking in the middle for maybe a bad clear. Afro now.
Opportunity. Sorry to cut you off, but Thermic giving himself and his team the opportunity they need. Theo needing to get a nice clear. The ball hit high. Anyone to reach it? Thermic almost into Afro. Digital Dynasty take another game. Still, however, match point for Unknown Esports.
We're going into Game 6, and this is a quite interesting setup for it, because from personal experience, when you're on match point and you lose the first one, it's normally it's all right. It's all right, because you think, oh, we've got another chance. But if Digital Dynasty now come out swinging with the early first goal, then that's gonna definitely affect Unknown Esports. And I think that if they can't come back strong here, that we're looking for a Game 7, because Digital Dynasty seems to have a lot of momentum right now, and they're really looking forward to trying to getting it to Game 7 for the final game, and then everything can happen.
Everything and anything can happen, especially with Digital Dynasty taking that game. If they manage to take another, like you mentioned, we'll be going to a Game 7, but they will have a stupendous amount of momentum to push them into that final game, maybe taking it with a clean sweep, not having to concede a goal. But we will have to see how that fares for both teams, as Ethan shuts us up with a very early goal.
Unknown Esports are having none of that. Thermic with a great recovery off the kickoff, and a brilliant pass over to Ethan, who just flies in and puts it home 4 seconds. They're like, no, we're not going to Game 7. We are taking this game right now.
Opportunity, unfortunately, they're given away. Theo secures a goal, and it's an equal.
Hello there, Digital Dynasty. How are you doing? You're here to play. That's good to see in Game 6 with Theo getting a great 50, forcing the way inside. Thermic with not that great of positioning for that 50. And now we're all equal, 10 seconds. So literally, it's basically 0-0.
There's plenty of time for anything to happen, but both teams probably are thinking they can take this. And I mean, it is very likely that they can, but you have to not get too overconfident, otherwise you are going to start throwing the game. Afro with a brilliant pass. The only one there is Messi. The ball hit high. Ethan reads it poorly. Manages to get another touch. Seems to be running out of boost. Leaves it for his teammate. Manages to take it around another. Thermic with a 50 that they needed. No one is to push up. But unfortunately, though, there was no goal amounting from it.
And now Ethan getting the demo on the third guy, Timsy, from Digital Dynasty. Now this is the chance for Unknown Esports to maybe get a second goal. Ethan with the shot. Where's Afro? Coming through and putting it home. Top bins.
That was very unfortunate for Theo. They tried their best. They were battling that out with Thermic and Ethan. Just pinching it, popping it to the sidewall, making sure that they didn't have the ball centered. But in the end, Theo just couldn't do enough. Popped it up, gave it to Ethan to pass it into the center. And it was Unknown Esports taking another goal. Thermic with beautiful control. Timsy getting that save. Another opportunity here. Placed shot. Wasn't strong enough. And it does result in Digital Dynasty potentially getting another opportunity on goal.
Yeah, what we see now is that after the kickoff, and they were quite happy to not concede right after they scored again, that Unknown Esports are now trying to mount more pressure. They are definitely looking for that secure goal that puts them 2 goals up, and trying to communicate to Digital Dynasties that you are not winning this. They're trying to tilt Digital Dynasty into throwing this game.
I mean, if they get another goal, it may happen. I mean, this is going to be a very important game for them. They can't lose it. And if they win it, they have to win another. And it's seeming more and more unlikely as Ethan gets his second goal of the game there right now.
Thermic with a shot that was just wide, and Ethan with an amazing angle with the side flip, just getting so much power on the shot. No way the Digital Dynasty defender, who was scrambling back a bit, were able to jump in and save that. It was a great shot by Ethan.
You see a lot from Ethan. In the first game, he had a beautiful opportunity to get a similar goal from a tighter angle and did almost score. It's happened again a few games ago, and it's happened again now. This time he scored it. He just seems like a very good all-round player at the moment.
Now, Theo trying to get a goal back. They're still 2 behind, so they need to now give themselves as much time as possible for the last goal. Theo again booming up front. It's easy for Afro, who's finding Thermic on the sidewall. Going up for it over Messi. No, Messi gets the block. Now Ethan with the setup. Theo doesn't have the read. Where's the player from Unknown Esports? Pass it across to Ethan. That's incredible.
Let's have a look at this once more. Ethan plays that onto the backboard. Instead of rotating all the way back, Afro calls him for the pass, or Ethan calls that he's there for it. They use that passing play option well, sends the defender the wrong way, and that's what I'm talking about. You need to break down the defense. A pass like that is perfect. They just don't know what to do. They think the shot's coming from Afro. It doesn't, and they have to then react in time to save it, and it's just very, very unlikely for that. This division is, although a brilliant skill rank, and you can see that through what some of these teams do. Very unfortunate position in there from Messi, but they are capable of getting some of those saves from the passing plays. But sometimes a pass that is just beautiful enough to have a shot placed anywhere, it is going to put a team like Digital Dynasty in a very awkward and uncomfortable position.
And now Digital Dynasty have a mountain to climb. 4 goals in 144. That's similar to the situation they were finding themselves in the first game, but I don't think that Unknown Esports are now letting off the gas. They are really, truly looking for killing this game right now. With 1:30 on the clock, 4 goals is in the realm of possibilities, but especially with this good how Unknown Esports are playing, it's looking very unlikely.
Messi with the shot, unable to get it into the goal, tries to go again, doesn't work out. Thermic with a pinch up field. Theo, awkward hit again. You see Theo just struggling to keep the ball away from his opposition in the corner and on the sidewall. He has the opportunity to play the pass. Messi hitting this upfield. Thermic with a good clear. A good bump from Ethan, making sure that they don't give away this possession. Afro. Good control, taking it around Theo. Thermic hitting it high. Afro the one for it, again into the air. Ethan drops it down and it's 6-1. That might be the nail in the coffin right there.
That is definitely it. I don't see Digital Dynasty right now making 5 goals in 45 seconds. Ethan just beating, I think it was Timsy to the ball there, just quicker, which is a difficult position for the defender to be in, don't get me wrong, but his teammates abandoning him as well, just too far out of position, no one back in time to help him out, and now we're maybe even looking at the Brazil.
It's very possible. Thermic almost getting the double touch off of Afro's pass. Timsy able to push this forward. Ethan and Afro double committing, but I just don't think they're caring too much. They know they've won. There is not enough time for Digital Dynasty to come back, and it's just how many more goals will they score to just prove how much they deserve the win of the entire Champions Division. Timsy takes it up. Tries to beat Afro, manages it, tries to take a shot again, doesn't matter. Theo missing, and it's sealed. Unknown Esports have won.
And that's it. And now they're advancing against I think they're the current champions against Godalians. And what we saw here is especially a breakout performance from Ethan. Rocket League is a team game. You're only as good as your weakest link. But if your weakest link is playing at the level that Afro and Thermic were playing, then good luck beating that team, because Ethan just having the really good time in this game, and it's your boy Afro and Thermic just backing him up at every possible situation, contributing a lot themselves as well, with keeping the rotation solid, keeping the comms solid as well, and that's allowed them to take this victory in Game 6, and the clear one at that.
Very close series at the through the middle point. It seems Digital Dynasty did start to claw back, but it wasn't enough. I think we'll take a short 10-minute break here, and up next we will have the game of, I believe it is going to be Godalians against our winners here, Unknown Esports, in the first semi-final. Then we will have Luxor against Yizar squad, and whoever wins out of those two games will go to the final and potentially take an opportunity of winning our prize pool money. Thank you everyone that has watched this first game, and stay tuned for the next one.